Morning, guys. Scott with Heritage Farms, Texas. Okay, what are we doing this weekend? Well, we moved cattle around. That's right, we moved cattle from one pasture to the next. And we put the bulls in. We put our yearling bulls. I don't know if you can see this guy around here somewhere. He's around here. So what do we do? So in this herd that I'm in, oh, there's the little yearling bull right now. Kind of see what he looks like here. Let me tell you, he was happy to be in here with his new girlfriends yesterday. So we basically sorted, we have three herds, or three groups of cattle. And this herd right here is our registered Sem-Angus herd. Pretty much everything in this little group is registered Sem-Angus. And that's our registered Sem-Angus bull there. So this group right here, we're hoping for a lot of heifer replacements that we can keep long term. That's kind of the plan. Now on this side of the fence over here, this is our youngest group of cattle. This is our 1 and 2 year olds, as I call it. So that's a group of heifers and a group of first year cows that just had calves. And you can see, so that group on the other side of the fence is less than 3 years old. The group that's in here is between 3 and 5 years old. And then at telephone 2, which is our other property, we have the oldest group of cattle, which is somewhere between 5 and 9 years old in that grouping. So maybe 8. I don't know if we have anything over 8 or not. We've really done a good job of decreasing the age of the herd. And there we go. So what are we doing today? Thought I'd give them a little feed. I mean, we're right in that transition from ryegrass to getting into actual summer grasses. And even though the grass is green, you know, there could be more. And let's see here. This is kind of hard to do, guys. I apologize for trying to do this while driving, trying to film it. You can see we got the trip hopper going, putting out some hay, putting out some feed, put out one more bale of hay just so they would have something. Come up here, look, the calves are trying to get it ahead of the game. Look at that little heifer right there. She is going to be something outstanding. Second here, back up. Sometimes these troughs get a little bit close together. Makes it kind of hard to get it right in here and feed them. To see the bull seems to be one of the smarter ones. He's over here getting his own private trough. All right, well, it's just been so wet this weekend. That was what we did. So there you go. That's the registered herd, telephone 1. And over here, a good majority of these are also registered. There is our little bull. Looks like he's paying some attention. Just so you know, if DJ is watching, you see we got a JR branded on the side of that comes from one of our associated family members, good friends, Jones Ranch. But the girls named him Hank Jr. since he's got JR on him. So there you go. All right, guys, more to follow. We'll do a few more videos, but just trying to get out today, do a little bit of feeding, and making sure everybody's happy. We've been so busy, pulled in so many different directions here lately, between me being sick for over a week and moving my daughter, and we've got another trip coming up here, so it's been a lot on the plate, so a lot going on. All right, guys, I got to get out and close this gate. We'll have some more for you here in a minute. Okay, so here is the next group at telephone 1. And this is our group of heifers. This is our group of cows that are basically had their first calf in 2021, and so getting ready to go on. But look at that little bitty calf out there, how fast he is. He is my last calf of the year, most likely. All right, guys. This is where it gets a little complicated, trying to feed, video, and everything at the same time, so bear with me. Come on, lady, you're gonna get squashed. Tell you what, we really have enjoyed these concrete feed troughs. They drain really good. The cows can't move them around, and hopefully they'll be there the rest of my life. You can see how they kind of got little tapered bottoms. I really want to put them together and get them in one long line. Makes it a little bit easier to fill up. Whoop. The only problem I have is, as an operator, I'm not that good. I keep missing the feed trough. There you go, guys. Just that simple. See if we can drive around here and take a look at them. But we've had so much rain, it's just been wet, 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 wet. Hard to do anything with them, it's been so bad. But, you know, the brands we put on their hips turned out pretty good. They're looking pretty good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That is correct, 17 heifers in this little group. So a yearling bull, and the rule of thumb is the yearling bull should be able to handle basically 1 cow or heifer for every month of age. So that guy right there is 18 months old, so he should be able to handle 18 friends if you get those little calves. Love this time of year. Hey, the grass is coming in. But man, we're right in that situation where we got ryegrass that's going to be dying out here pretty soon, and we got the regular Bahia grass coming in. We also got weeds. I'm not sure what you call these little yellow weeds, but they are taking over North Texas, and unfortunately the cows just won't eat them. So very frustrating in that regard. Don't know what they are. If you guys have any ideas, or what do you call those guys? But man, I've got them everywhere, and need to figure out a solution. A fairly inexpensive solution would be my favorite choice. All right, guys, I got to put the camera down to make this work. More to follow. So in this portion of the video, what we're doing is we're utilizing the drone, the DJI Mavic Mini. And what we're doing is we're actually flying around a portion of Telephone 1 on the back of our property. There is a section that is deep in the woods, and unfortunately, on one side you have the neighbors, and then on our side you have a creek that runs through the middle of the woods. And that creek is virtually, you can't get from one side to the other. We really need to put in a low water crossing or perhaps a bridge or something to get an ATV back there. So there's literally a section of fence that we cannot access. It's grown up. I mean, it's incredibly thick. Shrubs, brush, trees. So we thought we might fly the drone over to get an aerial view of what it looks like. Unfortunately, we quickly realized that there's so many leaves on the trees that we were not able to get a good view. We'll need to do this again in the fall or winter when the leaves are off the trees. Maybe at that point we can actually see the fence line through there and determine our plan of attack. Ultimately, I'm going to have to hire a bulldozer or a mulching machine to come in and spend a day or two and try to get accessibility to the other side. But the problem is, first off, I've got to determine the best point in the creek where we can put a low water crossing in, and then also really need the dozer or mulcher to come in and clear a path around the fences so that we can check them, because right now I am a little concerned that cattle can get down on our neighbor's property, and from there they can get access to the roads and everything else. So you want to be a good steward and always protect your fences. Right now you just have to manually walk it, and it's very challenging. So that's what we're doing in this portion of the video. Just one more thing we were doing for the weekend, and hope you like it. Hey guys and gals, Scott with Heritage Farms, Texas. Okay, so thought I'd just give you a little update. So, it's been kind of a busy weekend. You take what you can get. This week we had almost 5 inches of rain here in North Texas. So things are incredibly wet, which, don't get me wrong, I'll take it. Because this time of the year, anytime we can get rain, we need to take it, because June, July, August will be here, and if you live in Texas, you know what happens during that period of time. There is no rain. So the grass will dry and everything gets dormant. So right now, we are still enjoying some of this ryegrass that we planted. And right now, the temperatures are staying somewhat cool. This next week, the temperatures are going to get above 80, which that's not good for ryegrass. But right now, the temperatures are pretty much ideal. Ryegrass kind of loves this kind of weather right now. And so we're doing a lot of turns, if you will. So on Telephone 2, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 paddocks set up by using electric wire. And what we're doing right now is we're leaving these cows in here for 2 or 3 days in each paddock, and then we're moving them. And we're trying to allow this grass a chance to recover, the Greg Judy method. Of course, he would do daily turns with a mass mob of cattle. We're doing a smaller group of cattle and trying to move them every 2 or 3 days. But I tell you, there's a lot going on. Things are just so busy. Work, a lot going on with my daughters. I was sick for a full week or 10 days. So man, we are behind. One of the things I want to do though, once it dries up a little bit, is I want to come in here and I'm going to rip this pasture. And what I mean by that is it's a single blade that you pull behind your tractor. It puts a vertical rip in the ground that's about 2.5 feet deep or 24 inches deep. And basically you'll go through here and about every 12 feet or 14 feet, you'll do a rip from that tree line all the way back. Then I'll turn at a 90-degree angle, and every 12 or 14 feet, I'll put that rip. What that does is it allows moisture to soak into the soil. It allows the soil to breathe. It also gives it a little bit of wiggle room, because this pan over years really gets beat down, it gets firmed up, and it's just hard for grass to grow. And it does a good job of loosening things up. You saw last fall, we did a very, very light disking of this pasture. We drug a harrow over it and we put out the ryegrass. And you know what? For the most part, I'm pretty happy with it. Also, our management, the way we've been turning this stuff around quickly with the cows, I think that's helped. But we got some work to do, man. Look at this. For all those people that comment how cute the little hogs are, and they leave negative comments every time I show a hog in a trap or anything like that, this is what we're dealing with: hog damage. It's not my friend. Uh-oh. Look over here. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but geese. We don't have a lot of geese here in North Texas, but there's two flying right towards me. I think they're gonna dive bomb me. Let's see if we can get a close-up of them. Just one of those beautiful sights you don't see necessarily in the city. Awesome, awesome stuff. You gotta love it. All right, guys, thought I'd just give you an update, but that was the plan this weekend. We rotated everything around. In this herd right here, we have roughly 35 head of cattle. This is our oldest herd, and these ladies are looking great. To have baby calves on their side and to be in this condition, I'm just tickled to death. I think they look really good at this point in time. So, hey, it is what it is though. So, all right, guys. Hey, hope you guys have a good week. Leave us a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down. What do you think? Love to hear from you. Scott out.